Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 1, Episode 16, continuing our chronological order. In case, for these next few episodes, in case you're confused, yes, the last episode I watched was Season 2, Episode 16, and now we're watching this one, 116, so yeah. Last episode we had Anakin with a little bit of his angst going, against Obi-Wan's plan, but in the process managed to defeat Trench, taking his ship down using his own tracker missiles. I like how Trench in the end was just like, and then was just like, I'm done. So, we saved Bail Organa and got the supplies to the refugees, and now we move on to the next thing. I'm curious about this chronological order. Are we going to be jumping around to seeing all the other things that are happening around the same time, or are we going to continue with Anakin? I'm not sure, but either way, let's get started, shall we? All right, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Okay. Truth enlightens the mind, but won't always bring happiness to your heart. Oh, Christophsis. This was what was getting attacked last episode. This is where Anakin... Yeah. Okay. Okay, so they're on the planet helping. So is this after what they did with Trench, then? I'm guessing? Alright. Just a bunch of droids. It's a living. This is nothing for Yoda. Got their cannon. That's not good. They're planning on blasting him all the way, weren't they? Uh-oh. Oh no! Nice. I love deflecting bullets. Somehow they knew their plans, right? Oh no! You can see what's going on! Literally through the windows! Aww. Go, Hawk, go! Oh, okay. Nice. I like how he weakened the glass with the lightsaber and then used the Force. Cool. Oh no! Oh, I thought that last guy was gonna get hit. Nice. Well, I don't think we're fixing that cannon now. Well, so much for the Jedi coming to help. They'd be running now. We wait for Hawk. The one different one. Oh, I was gonna say, have none of the troopers gone down? Warp warp. Nice, kept the head. Good shit. No. R2D2. Someone got turned. Okay. Hopefully the spy's not in that room. Uh-oh. Or he is in the room. Or was it someone that left the comm link before all of that? Alright. He got away. Just everyone's gonna be here. Yep. These aren't. It's really hard because a lot of them are they're clones. But the bald one, there was a bald one with Yoda in episode 1, wasn't there? Is that the same guy? Okay. Yep, they're jamming him. They know they're being watched. Uh, are they gonna think that it was someone in that room, maybe? Confidence. I like how, like, a lot of the things that he says, like, the way that Obi looks at him, I almost feel like it's... Like, he was a little happy there, but I felt like there was an underlining, like, kind of thing, right? He's just so excited to kill people. I guess they're droids. Not really killing people. Alright. You guys got a badass scar. Or is that an actual cut stitched up, or is that a scar? It almost looked like there might have been stitching. It's a trap. You already said it. They want you to come here. Right. Uh-oh. Okay, there's other Baldies, too. So who knows? I think we got names of them in the episode, but I don't think we've gotten names for them here. Maybe we did and I missed it. Guy in the background looking a little guilty. This planet's cool. The architectures. Oh shit, it's Ventress. Right? Yes. Hell yeah. Hey girl. She sounds old, but she doesn't look old. Hmm. I'm gonna see if it's clean or not. Alright. One cleared. Alright, let's cut up in his stomach and check. Could there be two traitors? Alright. Uh-oh. Hmm. Ah. Seems like it might have been Chopper. Is she an alien or is she just a really pale human? Alright, we get to see her fight. Yoda just kind of bodied her in episode 1. Hmm. Still not the spy issue then, though, if that's the case. Huh, I kind of believe him. She's fighting 2 Jedi right now. Pretty good. Hmm. Uh-oh. Well, come on. How'd he get away from all those guys? I mean, I guess some of them are his men. They're in shock, you know. There's so many people that could have stopped him, but I get it. Oh no, books! Oh, force battle. Force tug of war. Damn slick. Oh, shit. It's a bomb. Okay. Oh my god. He had a bunch of these set up. He didn't just do this, did he? Was this calculated? This had to have been calculated, right? Damn. Gotta think outside the box. Damn. Ooh. Nice. She's luring you somewhere again. Yep. Alright. He gonna request for a pickup or something? Nice. Nice. See ya. The Jedi are heading back to base. See the destruction. General Loathsome? Is that just her name for him, or is that his actual name? Damn it, Slick. Oh. Bum bum bum. Oh. They must know, right? They looked up. They saw him. They had to have. He put the gun down on purpose, I think. He's luring him out. Yep. Nice. Get shit on. He's gonna whip around and hit that gun out of his hand, maybe. What? Come on, guys. You had him dead to rights. Just punching the shit out of each other. There's a little lack of impact, I feel like, to the punches, but it's fine. Like, that had impact, but some of the punches, like, I think I saw Slick get punched in the face 3 times and his head didn't even move. Alright. I mean, it does suck for them if they're, like, cloned and then raised to be these soldiers. Unless they're cloned as adults to be soldiers, but still. Once they're cloned, they don't really get a choice, right? Alright. Cool. I'm guessing Dave Filoni. Hell yeah. That was great. Alrighty, guys, that is it for season 1, episode 16. We have 2 more episodes and then a movie. I'm guessing the next 2 episodes are, I mean, maybe they're all one arc, you know? Maybe we're going to continue with Anakin and them. And then I don't know if the movie is going to involve them as well, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, this was a cool one, trying to find the spy in the ranks, you know, not realizing that the comms were open and they couldn't reach the Jedi, so, you know, Obi-Wan and Anakin went off and didn't hear back that they knew the plan and that was a trap. Granted, they figured it out anyway. Ventress was there, which is cool. I really like her character. Like I said, I'm a little worried, or I said it in the first video, in the last video, I should say, not first. In the last one I recorded, I mentioned that it's unfortunate that I like her character a lot, but she's not in any of the later movies, so I assume she dies during the Clone Wars, probably. Unless there's, you know, who knows, maybe... But there's not supposed to be too many, like, Sith, what are they? I guess they're just called Sith, right? Like, you can't be Sith without being, like, a Jedi first, or at least having, like, lightsaber skills in the Force, right? Is my point. Because I'm trying to think of, like, a... Like, you gotta be, like, a Force wielder to be Sith, is my point. I guess I was trying to think of a term that wasn't Jedi, right? I was gonna say, like, there's gonna be, like, I don't know, I guess it's hard to explain. I was trying to think of a term for them, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, what can I compare it to? Where there's, like, you are this, but then there's the good version and the evil version kind of thing. Wow, I actually can't even think of, like, a comparison right now for some reason. Either way. But yeah. There's not supposed to be too many Sith at one time, right? So I'm guessing Ventress is dead by the time that, like, Vader is in power and everything, right? But anyway, very cool. Slick being the spy, talking about freedom and stuff. I mean, he might have a point. I don't know enough about the clones to really know. Maybe we'll learn during the Clone Wars, I'm not sure. But we did go to that one planet where they were making a bunch of clones, right? And getting prepped for Order 66, I believe. In the original 6 movies and all that, and it's like, are they just cloned and forced to be soldiers and they have no choice? Like, once you're cloned, are you given the choice of like, hey, do you want to fight or do you want to go off and live your life, kind of thing? Probably not. I imagine they're kind of like cattle. They're created to serve a certain purpose, and if you don't serve that purpose, you're probably like executed or imprisoned or something. But I mean, it's also might be like very rare since they're cloned. Maybe they all have that drive to serve, kind of thing. But it's like very rare for ones to like be a bit different. But they all do seem to like have their own little things. Like, we had what was his name, Chopper, this episode, where he was collecting like droid fingers or whatever, right? Like, they all seem to have their own like developed personalities from probably like just based off their experiences from the time they were cloned to present. It has shaped them to be just a little bit different from each other. So it's definitely an interesting concept, and I'd love to learn more about the clones and how they're made, because it doesn't seem like a very, like, I guess I've always thought the Republic is supposed to be like the good guys, right? But they're working off of slave labor, right? It almost feels like utilizing clones is more more terrible than utilizing the droids, because at least the droids were like, or at least at one point, I don't think they're like that anymore, but at one point they were like one hive mind of like a droid ship, and then they send all the little droids out to do their thing. They don't have their own like mind and personality, but these guys do. So it's almost worse what they're doing here versus what the Empire does with the droids. But maybe there's more to it that I'm not understanding. Maybe it's more willing than I'm realizing. I wonder if we will learn more about that, or if it's just something you're expected to know. Maybe it was explained better in the movies and I just don't remember, but we'll see. Is General Loathsome an actual person that Ventress was talking about, or was General Loathsome like a nickname for like a general that she isn't a big fan of, so she calls him Loathsome? Because Loathsome means like you can't stand the person, right? Kind of thing. But is that his actual name? I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know. But yeah, it was a fun episode. Like I said, love the fight with Ventress. She's such a cool character, and she was holding her own decently. I mean, granted, she did end up running, and Obi-Wan was like, "You can't win. You overestimate your abilities," and then walked out to all those ships and everything. But so it seemed like he was confident that they were gonna win, but still, she held her own against 2 Jedi, right? And she's only like a trainee or something too, right? She's still, at least Yoda kind of made it sound like she was still like a learner, right? But I guess to Yoda, almost everybody is still a learner, right? So, hell, he probably thinks that way about Obi-Wan before Obi-Wan's death, because he just lives for so long. But yeah, cool stuff. I enjoyed it. I feel bad. I don't really have much more to talk about. I liked the questioning of all the characters having like their different alibis and the way that they were able to clear the alibis, right? Like, he cleans his gun and they looked at the gun and they realized it was clean. There were rags in the corner and stuff like that. And if they went, they could have checked that the terminal wasn't used in the room, kind of thing. The 2 guys that went to the mess hall together, they vouched for each other. Granted, there could have been 2 spies. That's why they were still suspicious of them even after they vouched for each other, right? But then that led them to Chopper, who was very suspicious, they almost got him, but luckily Chopper saw, Slick doing, going to the command center, and then that made them question him, and, he just revealed it by saying the wrong thing, when the Jedi's left, which he should have known, so. But I didn't even pick up on that. I bet if I was smarter, I think I was talking a little bit through, like, the plan. I mean, yeah, I should have picked it up on it, because they spoke privately in that room, and the only ones that heard it were the people in that room and the one that was listening on the comm device that would have known the Jedi left. I guess I didn't exactly know that the Jedi leaving was, like, a big secret, though. Maybe they said it and I missed it, that they're gonna keep it under wraps, that they're heading out, kind of thing. But I figured maybe, like, anyone could have seen them leave, right? But maybe they were sneaky about it or something. So I guess maybe that's why I didn't jump to the immediate conclusion of, like, oh, yeah, they, what's it called? I didn't jump to the immediate conclusion of, like, yeah, he's obviously the spy because he knows that the Jedi left, right? Also, I guess I didn't realize that Slick wasn't in that room. Like, since he was kind of like a leader of his people kind of thing, I kind of thought that it was gonna be, I thought he might have been in that room too, but he wasn't, so that was just my bad. It's also really hard because they're clones, so sometimes I find myself, like, which one's which. Like, some of them have identifying features, like, obviously one of Leader Guy's was bald with, like, a different kind of armor on. The other one had the scar on the face, which helped. One of the people they questioned had, like, I think it was like a tattoo or some kind of marking on his face that made him a little more distinguishable from some of the other ones. One of them had, like, his sideburns cut a little different, so a lot of them have, like, some distinguishing features if you really pay attention, but I think, like, just the clone aspect, like, threw me off. It almost made me stop, like, being like, okay, which one's which, and also wait for the story to tell me. But yeah, I guess that was probably something I could have picked up on right away when he said it, but I failed. I would have failed that test. Or not, well, it wasn't a test, but I wouldn't have picked up on that little hint if I was them. Granted, like I said, they know a little more information, like the Jedi's leaving in secret kind of thing. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with the episode, guys. I think that is going to be it for me, though. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more content. You can get 2 episodes ahead right now through the early access tier. Patreon exclusive tier has extra shows if you want to check that out. Links should be popping up on the screen or in the description, like I said. And I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.